The today's question is, child labor is the perpetual problem in India. Comment. See, this question has been asked because in the Hindu there was an article because June 12th has been celebrated as World Day Against Child Labor. That's why we have framed this question. Child labor is a perpetual problem in India. Comment. How do you introduce this question? The introduction can be written in two types. You can write the definition of it. Like, what is the definition of the child labor? You can write the definition of it. According to the International Labour Organization, it has given the definition of the child labor. What is the definition of child labor? If you are making him to work, he is losing his childhood. He is losing his dignity. He is losing his potential, which is harmful for the physical and mental well-being of the children. That's the definition given by the International Labour Organization. Or you can start with the data. According to 2011 census, which is the latest census we have, 10.1 million children are working as child laborers. It is not uniform across the country. Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, the Uttarakhand, Jharkhand, these states are the hot spots for the child labor. And you can see agriculture is the largest employer because 70% of the child labor is present in agriculture, especially in the tea plantations in Assam. This is how the second type of introduction you can write for this same question. Now, after the introduction, we'll need to understand what are the causes of the child labor. The first cause is the poverty and unemployment. If you are poor, the child will be sent to work and there will be bonded labor. If you have taken some loan from a money lender, obviously rather than returning the loan, you will send your child as a bonded labor. So the poverty and unemployment when it comes to adults is leading to the child labor. Then lack of access to education. If proper quality and free education is provided to the children, automatically children will go to the schools. So it is not getting provided. So lack of access to education. Third, dominance of informal sector. You know, bangle making industry in Firozabad and garment making industry in Bangalore and Delhi. These are majorly employing the child labor when it comes to these industries. So that's why that is the other cause, informalization of the child labor. Then you have the cultural acceptance. The people accept it as a natural thing, right? So that's cultural acceptance is also leading to more increase in child labor. And we have this ineffective law enforcement. We have Child Labor Prohibition and Regulation Act, which is not getting properly implemented. How many people are going, or how many bureaucrats are going into the industries and checking how many child labor are getting employed? So lack of enforcement of these rules. Now after this, what are the provisions we have? What is the perpetual cycle of child labor? Like how poverty is again leading to the child labor and how it is perpetuating again and again. Because of poverty, you are sending your child to the work. So he's not getting education and he's not getting the formal employment and he's not getting the income. Then again, he is thrown into poverty again. This perpetual cycle keeps on continuing. Then, what is the legal and policy framework to eradicate the child labor? We have the constitutional frameworks, Article 23 and 24. 23 talks about human trafficking, which is happening in the children level. Article 24 talks about you should not employ the children in the hazardous industries who are less than 14 years of age. Then Article 21 talks about providing free education to the children who are less than 14 years. Then Child Labor Prohibition and Regulation Act 2016 have the legal provisions which talks about the child labor. Then National Policy on Child Labor 1987 also talks about how to eradicate the child labor. These are all the provisions which are in the constitution which are given by the government of India. Then government initiative, the other government initiatives. International Labour Organization Conventions 138 and 182 talks about the child labor prevention around the world. Then Midday Meal Scheme, Right to Education Act 2009. Pencil portal where you can inform to the government that this industry is employing the child labor. The online portal it is. Then we have the Operation Smile and Muskan, which is especially for the protection of the child, protection of the people, protection of the children from the child labor. So this is the exercise that has been done by the government of India. Then what is the conclusion you can write? SDG 8.7 talks about the child labor in all forms should be reduced by 2025. And you know Velpur model. There is a Velpur village. In 2001, it was the village which is having the largest child labor. It has become the child-free mandal within 6 months. This Velpur model where there is community engagement, where there is panchayat involvement, where bureaucrats are getting involved. See all these things. This Velpur model should be replicated when it comes to national level to eradicate the child labor. So this is how you can conclude the answer for this question. So this is the question, how child labor is a perpetual problem in India. Comment.